Hello my friends and welcome to this video on how to work with Excel files in Python. To illustrate the subject line, I will be taking a case study, a CSV file called employees.csv, in which there are many columns, namely first name, gender, start date, last login, salary, bonus percent, senior management and team. Now the assumption is I am receiving this file on a daily basis from our company systems and I need to select a few of these columns and apply conditional formatting to salary and bonus percent. And before I do that, I need to split this data of 1000 rows on the basis of the teams, of the unique teams, and then create tabs for each of those teams and do this conditional formatting on the salary and bonus percent to see the relationship between the two for each of the teams available in the team column. Now there are two ways to do it. Either I do it manually in Excel every day, which is a very tedious job, or I use Python to do it. So how do I use Python? So the first step, as I have shown in the last video, is to open Jupyter Notebook. You can do that by going to the console and typing in JUP and then pressing or clicking on this button to open the Jupyter Notebook. Once the Jupyter Notebook is open, you will get a screen such as the following, where you can choose your working direct folder or directory. For me, my working directory will be my desktop folder, so I will choose the desktop folder. And inside this, I have placed my employees.csv file, which I have received from the company system. I have now created an Excel Python file inside this folder called as organized sample data, and I am now opening this in my organized sample data.ipynb file within the same browser. So this is a Jupyter Notebook file which is open in the same web browser. So the first step here is to import a certain package called pandas, which is inbuilt with Jupyter Notebook, and import pandas as PD. So PD is the alias which I am giving to this package. So wherever I am referring to this package, I just need to write the name PD. So the first thing I will do is I will say pd.readcsv. So read underscore csv is a method that's available inside the pandas package. And I am passing the argument employees.csv, which is the name of the CSV file in my working directory, into this function or method. So this automatically refers to the working directory and searches for this file called employees.csv and reads that file. So let's execute it one by one. So the first step is I import pandas as PD and then I read underscore csv employees.csv. So here you can see that the entire data frame of 1000 rows has been imported into Python. Now I need to select only a certain columns from these columns. I need to select only first name, salary, bonus percent and team. So the way to do that is generate a list. The inner pair of square brackets is the list and I pass this list into the emp data with the outer pair of square brackets. So this selects only these four columns. So the moment I hit shift plus enter to execute this cell in Jupyter Notebook, I am getting only these four columns which are 1000 rows long. Now you can see that in team there are some null values where the filling has not been done properly. So the rule is I have to eliminate these rows totally altogether and these will be corrected next time. So how do I do that? I use a function called dropNA or a method called dropNA, which is available on the now read instance of the data frame called empdata. The arguments that I pass inside this are how and in place. How equals any means if there is a null value in any one of these columns, I need to drop that whole row and I need to transform this data frame in place. So if I hit shift enter on this, you can see that the null values have been eliminated and we are getting 899 rows by 4 columns. Now I need to see all the unique values which are there in team, which is my first criteria for splitting the data. So there is a dot unique method available on only the column of emp data team, which is also a series. So if I hit enter, shift enter, I get an array with all the unique values available in this particular column called team. But this is in the form of a numpy array. So I need to get it converted to a list. And the way to do that is to use the list function on empdata team.unique. So if I hit shift enter, the whole array is converted to a list, which is another data type in Python. Now I need to loop through each of these teams, and I need to create a data frame that is only based that only contains that particular team. So this teams data list, I'm just iterating through it. I'm saying for team in teams, global team actually creates a global variable. So it takes the first name marketing and it creates a global variable called marketing rather than the string value, and it is filtering based on all the marketing values in the team column of emp data. So the moment I hit this, the algorithm runs. And now if I see marketing is actually a string inside this list, but now marketing is also a global variable created outside. So you will see only the team called marketing present. Similarly, if I want to see finance, and if I type finance and shift enter, you can see that this data frame consisting of only the finance team is assigned to this variable called as finance. Now, what I need to do is write out each of these individual variables into the Excel into different tabs. The way I do this right now is to use a package called OpenPyXL, which is not inbuilt into Jupyter Notebook, but you can install it by using exclamation pip install OpenPyXL without this hash symbol, and it will get installed into your Jupyter Notebook. Once that is done, from OpenPyXL, I import a package called Workbook or a module called Workbook, and inside this module of called Workbook, there is a Workbook class, and I need to instantiate this class into a special instance called as Excel underscore workbook. So the moment I press shift enter, I have created an instance of the workbook class. Now there are two more packages inside or modules inside OpenPyXL. One is .utils.dataframe and the other one is .formatting.rule. So from OpenPyXL.utils.dataframe, I am importing a method called dataframe to rows, which actually converts a pandas data frame into a spreadsheet row. And from this openpyxl.formatting.rule, I am importing a class called databar rule and a class called color scale rule. Now I need to, since these two are classes, I need to instantiate these two classes. So I am creating an instance called color underscore scale underscore rule, and I am creating this class color scale rule with start type min start color ff0000. So this is a hexadecimal color code. In case you are wondering how to see what that hexadecimal color code is, you can go to rapidtables.com and then see the hexadecimal color code for any one of these colors and then substitute it there. So right now I have chosen green and I have chosen red over here. The start color as red and the end color as green. So the maximum value will have green and the minimum value will have red. And I have instantiated another variable called data bar rule, which actually creates data bars for the second column. And I am passing the argument start type min, end type max, and color 00cc00 into the class of data bar rule and instantiating it. Now in this next cell, what I am doing is that for team in that team's list, I am creating a new sheet inside this Excel workbook object which I have instantiated, Excel workbook.create sheet team, which means it will create, in the first instance it will create a sheet called marketing, then it will create a sheet called finance, then it will create a sheet called HR, and keep continuing going on like that, and it will keep changing the names of those sheets to that particular team. Now I need to access the main data frames which I have read. So globals team will give me each of those teams like marketing, HR, which I have created before. Index is false and header is true, and for row in data frame to rows global team, I need to append row to new sheet. So this is a for loop that will keep running. We'll keep converting each row of that data frame to a spreadsheet row and keep writing it to new sheet, which I have instantiated as the team over here. Then my new sheet dot freeze panes is equal to A2. So which means I am freezing the panes at cell A2, which means the first header row will get frozen, and I can scroll down below without the first header disappearing when I open the Excel spreadsheet. Then I am adding conditional formatting in this way, new sheet dot conditional formatting dot add. The columns salary and the columns bonus percent are present in columns B and column C, and I need to dynamically access the last row of that data frame. So I am accessing global stream, which is the original data frame, which I have split it into. I'm taking the total number of rows for that data frame by using the len method. I'm adding +1 to it and converting it into a string, because this plus operator is for concatenating strings. So this whole thing from here to here will read as B2 to B100 if that data frame has got 100 rows. And I am applying this color scale rule which I have defined above to new sheet on this particular column. And for column C, I am applying the data bar rule instance of the data bar rule class. So once I execute this and this is done, then there is a default sheet which gets created when I instantiate this Excel workbook called sheet. I just need to remove that because that's just an empty sheet. So I am accessing that sheet tab within this Excel workbook object and assigning it to default sheet, and then I am saying Excel workbook dot remove default sheet to remove it. Once I execute this, that sheet is removed. And then finally I need to save this Excel workbook object as a converted employee data.xlsx, which we have originally read from the employees.csv file. So the moment I hit shift enter, you can see that Python is running, denoted by this black dot. Now that it has finished running, I can minimize this screen, minimize these two screens, and you can see that on my desktop there is a converted employee data XLSX file. When I go and open it, this is the final file that I get. So you can see that all the people present in the marketing team are there in this particular tab, and the salary column has been conditional formatted in the way that I have specified, and the bonus percent has got a tab. So we can see the relationship between the two, whether people with high salary are also getting a high bonus percent based on their performance. For the marketing team, this is for the finance team, this is for the client services team, this is for the legal team, and so on. So now that I have got this file, we can see how I can transform and use Excel files in Python. I can automate something like this and do it on a daily basis rather than using manual methods, which is very tedious. So this whole video is now concluded on how to work with Excel files in Python. In the next video, I will delve upon a newer aspect of the same, how to apply filters and how to change fonts, etc. Till then, have fun with Python, and I hope if you find value in this video, please subscribe to my channel. There are many more fun videos to follow. Thank you.